I feel like every spiritual person that takes the deep dive into divination should have their own little care kit, their own little spiritual care kit. And this is mine. Not everything that I use spiritually is in here, but I keep all my cards in here, my runes are in here, and a few other things. So this is the deck that I've been using in my videos. It does not fit in the bag, and it is the only thing that does not fit in the bag. But in the bag, I have this deck at the top. So this deck I've never actually used. I've tried to cleanse it multiple times. It was gifted to me, and it just feels too dirty to use, but I don't have the heart to dispose of it. So I keep it in my care bag anyway. In my little spiritual care bag. This is a little reading cloth that I got. I actually got it off of Temu, but I've never used it. But it is really pretty. I don't even think I've ever unfolded it, but I do keep that in there. This is the first official deck that I've used in a very long time. It is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck, and I am absolutely in love with it, but the only thing that I don't like about it is the cards don't always line up for the messages. I know that sounds odd, but I feel like these are more so about gaining insight and perspective. I feel like these are very good journaling cards, but I don't necessarily feel like they're the best at telling your story, if that makes sense. That deck came with a pretty little cloth that I have used. That's the cloth. And I do very much love that cloth. I've used it multiple times. Just like I love the deck, I just think the deck has very specific purposes. And then I'll get to those two things. These also came with the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. So here's the guidebook. And then it came with a journal, but I haven't actually used the journal. But I think the journal is really cool because it has the date, the moon phase, cards drawn, feelings, questions, and interpretations. So that's the journal. And then I waited forever for this deck too, and I got this one right before I got this one. And then last but not least, one of my first introductions and uses of divination was runes. So this is my rune bag. And I can't really show them very well, but there's multiple different colors. They're green, purple. This one's more like a black color. But yeah, that is my little rune set. And I have not actually used my runes yet, but runes were one of my first introductions to divination. So that's my little spiritual care kit, and I'd love to see what you keep in your own little spiritual care kit.